Well, thanks, Kiss the Tiger. Woo! Man, what a fun show. And big thanks to Brian Swanson and Jen Shabbat for reaching out and being like, hey, on a Monday night, would you like to have Kiss the Tiger? And I was like, of course I would. So thanks to Lisa and her great article in Go Magazine. Some of us know that the name came from your participation as Tiger Lily in Peter Pan.
That's correct.
And so I'm curious, were you singing before theater, and do you continue to do theater?
I was working professionally in theater up until 2020 when everything shut down. And up until that point, I had been doing both the band and working as an actor in Minneapolis. And then the pandemic happened, and I was like, I've kind of been wanting to put my energy into the band and just see where that takes us if we put our focus on that. So the theater thing is a little more in the background right now, and the band is in the forefront.
Well, we're thankful for that, for sure, because tonight's show was amazing. And I imagine that having the theatrical background helps you to have the energy that you do all night long. And Karine was curious, do you have Taekwondo training? Because in Bad Boy, you do some
yes,
ass kicking.
I have. I feel like I can't really tout this anymore because it's been a long time since I've practiced as a martial artist.
I'll say this, she doesn't tell anybody, but she's a 3rd-degree black belt and a weapons specialist as well. So.
And Paul is my. He lets me beat him up every once in a while. I'm just kidding, Paul. He could. Oh, he's got some.
I put pillows underneath or inside my clothes so I can make it through another week. That's not 100% true.
So, Vicious Kid came out 2 years ago now, right? And
yes.
What was it like recording that one? Because it was during the pandemic. Did you get dedicated studio time, or were you like have to be in like quick, knock everything out live, and then get out of there?
Well, we recorded most of it in 2019, actually. So it was finished, and we had plans to release it in 2020, but we just didn't want to do it if we weren't going to be able to support it live, because we really kind of consider ourselves a live group more than anything, and that'd be the best way to promote it. So we sat on it, we went back in the studio in 2020, and we took 2 songs off of the album. We re-recorded 1 song, and we added 2 new songs. So we did a little bit of editing and had some more time to sit on it and just do some zhuzhing with the sound.
Nice. And was it recorded in Minneapolis? Nice.
Yeah. You tell them where it was recorded. Michael.
It was recorded in Minneapolis.
At a studio called the Terrarium, where some cool people have recorded in the past. The Jayhawks. They've worked with Prince there, yeah.
Brian Setzer.
Ryan Setzer, thank you. Seltzer. I want a seltzer water right now. I'm just kidding.
Bobby Seltzer.
Yeah.
What about that Bob Mould character? Like, did he record there? Because that guy's
He
Minneapolis.
probably has, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
For those of you who aren't familiar with the Minneapolis scene, like their press photo, or the photo that we used for a bunch of stuff, they're out in front of First Avenue, which has the stars of the bands that have played there. And it's also where Purple Rain was shot.
Yeah.
It is a super cool Midwest venue, like an iconic venue.
Yes, very iconic, and First Avenue kind of led the way in the Save Our Stage. I love those moves, buddy. Cool stuff. They led the way in the Save Our Stages movement. It's where and when the National Independent Venue Association formed. It was just a way for small venues to band together and try to get support, government statewide support to make sure that those venues would still be alive when we came back from the pandemic. So First Avenue's been really instrumental in not just like having artists like Prince come through and do iconic things like Purple Rain, but also keeping the current state of our music environment alive and well. So, yeah.
Speaking of Independent Venue Association, you guys made their live list. How did that come about? Like, it's a big honor.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how it happened.
Mike, you have a microphone.
I think we've just gotten noticed, playing live around the country, and venue owners and booking agents are the people that voted for that list, and they saw us perform and appreciated what we do, and we got on that list.
Yeah, it's a good list. Yeah. You were the first of 2 artists that we're working with that have made the list. So I was really excited when it came out and we saw it. So, and from here you go to Portland. You've got a couple of dates in Portland, and then slowly make it back, hopefully with no merch, because you should buy all the merch that they have here so that when they get to Portland tomorrow, there isn't anything. So,
these shoes are also now for sale.
They're a size 9. They have a little dirt on them because the festival we played was really muddy and there's no avoiding it, so their value has probably gone down. Still loving the moves, dude.
Speaking of festivals, you were just at Tree Fort and you got to play the main stage, and they had that cool liquid projection show that was going on. Like, how did Tree Fort work out for you guys? Did you submit yourself, or did North Star submit for you?
We submitted ourselves, yeah. It's just like a submission-based festival in Boise. It's kind of a tastemakers festival that features bigger artists, but a lot of smaller artists from all over the country and the world, I think. So, yeah, we just submitted, and they asked us, which was really cool. And we had a great time there. We played outside our first night in 30-degree weather, which, if you can imagine, I mean, we got through. Yeah, we made it through. But it was cold, yeah. You don't really want to be playing guitar, drums, or really doing anything outside in that weather, so.
So now that festival is different than some. Like, there's been a big buzz about how terrible South by Southwest is for treating artists, but Tree Fort does a much better job. Like, that, there's no submission fees. There's no you get a wristband or you get $100.
Yeah, actually, we've submitted for South by Southwest several times and never gotten it. And this year, especially, I was thankful that we didn't get picked for South by Southwest because of how poorly they treat artists.
I'm still hoping you guys are going to break something. Please do. Please do.
I'm going to break your heart, buddy. If I haven't already.
I've already done that.
Oh, no. Thank you.
That's already taken care of.
Thank you for the bear. No, yeah, Tree Fort, great festival. They treat their artists well. Thank you for treating us very well. Also, it means a lot to us. As you can imagine, it's kind of thankless work being on the road, but it's really fun because you get to meet new people like y'all. And I know that there are some aspiring musicians, or musicians, young
There's
musicians.
some right there and
Yeah?
some right there.
Okay, so your parents might kill me for saying this, but you should pursue an arts career. Because, life is too short, and anything is possible if you put your mind to it. And you should have fun. You have one life, and what was that?
Engineering.
You can also, yeah. I mean, this guy here, he's a
Music
nurse.
engineering.
Oh yeah, music and yeah. Thank you. It's not all about performing either. There's so many. Yeah, there's so many avenues you can go down. There's backstage stuff, sound engineering. There's you could be a luthier, a guitar luthier, a curator of events, which is so important because it takes. We need everyone, all hands on board to make stuff like this happen. So, yeah, keep going, keep doing it.
Cool. Well, thank you very much. We can't wait to have you all back. This was a fantastic night of music, and I think we still have a roof, but it was pretty close to being blown off. So thanks, Kiss the Tiger.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
everyone
you.
for showing up tonight.
Yes.
Let's eat some cake.
Yeah, get some cake. It is delicious.